Hey, what's up, guys? Super excited to have you guys back to another episode of Conversations with Jason. Today is day 13. We're almost 2 weeks into this 1 year challenge. Super excited to have you guys here today. If this is your first time here, what we do in this entire channel is I'm going to share with you guys my entire journey, right? From start to finish, everything I learned from tips, tricks, resources, books, ideas, concepts regarding marketing, branding, the whole motivation world and everything in between. I'll be having people on to have conversations with me and share with you guys their journey as well, the kind of mindset that helps lead them to help them achieve the things that they have achieved, and so on and so forth. So if that sounds interesting, you know where we'll be at. We'll be posting every single day. But that aside, let's jump into today's conversation. So today's conversation, what I want to talk to you guys really about is about how I supercharge my productivity. Right, and I use three concepts, laws, rules, whatever you want to call them, and that is Parkinson's Law, the 5-second rule by Mel Robbins, and finally, taking breaks. Okay, let's jump right into it, right? So first you have Parkinson's Law. Parkinson's Law, if you don't know what it is basically whatever time you set to do something is how much time you'll need to finish it. Okay, and we always hear people say set smart goals, you need a goal to work towards, right? And as people, we always this question, right? Like I don't need goals, I can just do things when I want to do things. But Parkinson's Law says otherwise. When you set a specific amount of time to get something done, you will get things done. And the best example to look to is college students. Who else best than college students, right? College students love to procrastinate, right? I'm a fresh grad, I know I love to procrastinate. But one of the things is that college students will literally procrastinate the entire semester, leave it up to the 2 weeks before your exam, cram the entire semester into 2 days worth of study, and somehow pass the class, And some people do. Some people get great grades. I'm like, what? I have to study the rest of the semester. So some people actually do it in like 2 nights. I'm just like, these people are just not normal, right? Or even like when the professor or like whoever gives you, your boss gives you like, oh, you have an assignment due next week. And you know what people do? They'll say, oh, it's due next week. That means this weekend I can still go out and party. I can still go out and have fun, And then they just waste the entire week till like it's the next day for your assignment, your work, or whatever it's due, and then before you know it, you're scrambling the next one entire day, saying how stressed your week is because you didn't spend more time to actually do your work. And then in that one night, you somehow squeeze something out, and you did a great job, and you got an amazing grade. You got your clients great feedback, and it's really weird, right? So all this comes back to the idea of Parkinson's Law. The idea that however much time we set to do something is however much time we need to actually get it done. So next time you want to do something, the next time you have to do something, take some time to really think about how much time you need to get things done, right? What I love to do, okay, then this is just me, is that I try, right? Is that I try to wake up and I try to think about what I need to get done today. So for me, what I need to get done in my daily right now is I need to make TikTok videos for my TikTok account. I want to post a story on my blog. I want to post an article on my blog. I want to record a video, edit it, and then post it on YouTube. And I want to make Instagram videos, right? That's all the social media side. Then I want to finish reading, or at least read some portions of my book that is 22 Immutable Laws of Marketing. Then I need to continue on with my learning, right? All while cooking food and whatever else it is I do and on a day-to-day basis, right? So then when I understand everything, then I start thinking about when I need to get everything done, and then I start like portioning out like, okay, so everything has to be done by, let's say, 11 p.m. This gives me enough time to edit everything, to get everything done, right? So then as the day works, then I have a goal that I need to get all these things done. So then like I don't wait till 11 p.m. to start doing them, right? Because 11 p.m. is the deadline. So then I start working throughout the day to help make sure everything is done. And that's how I utilize Parkinson's Law. And you guys, I definitely recommend you guys try using Parkinson's law, right? Like even talking to somebody about setting goals, right? There's a different law that I forgot what the name is, but telling somebody the things that you are trying to achieve significantly increases your chances of actually accomplishing that goal by 64%. But I forgot what the whole law is called, but that's a different law that you guys can actually use too, right? Tell somebody else about what you're about to do and why and how, when you want to achieve it by, and next thing you know, that actually significantly improves your chances of doing it just because of the social pressure, expectations, so much, so on and so forth. But that's not really something I use as much. But really, right, set goals about when you want things done, and you will see that your body will work towards it, that you will put in the effort to help achieve the goal that you're trying to reach. Okay, the second thing that helps me out, Mel Robbins' 5-second rule. Now, I think I've talked about it here before, but if I haven't, right, the idea of Mel Robbins' 5-second rule came from her looking at a rocket launch when they said like 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, right? And then rocket blast off. There's no weight, there's no anything else from there. It's just lift off and go. And that clicked in Mel Robbins' head. The entire idea is that you have 5 seconds to do something, or your brain will tell you otherwise. Your brain will convince you otherwise. So next time you want to do something, right, especially it comes to working out, this comes to waking up, this comes to so many different things, and I need to work on this personally, right? I struggle getting off this bed. I love my sleep, okay? But I try to, but sometimes I just forget. But next time you have to do something, right? Count down 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, get up, right? Because the longer you wait, the more excuses you will find, right? My mom loves to say this. When you want to do something, you will find 100 different ways to do it. But when you don't want to do something, you will find 1,000 different ways not to do it, right? And then 1,000 different excuses. So the longer you wait and the more it's something you're dreading to do, the more likely you are to not do it, right? So yeah, so next time you gotta do something, start counting down. And it's always that first step, okay? Let's face it, the first step is always the hardest step. Getting started in something is honestly the hardest thing that people always fall into. You know, I'm supposed to do this, I'm supposed to start this, I'm supposed to do that. But then like we think a lot and we say, I want to do this, I want to do that, but we end up not taking that first step. And being able to take that first step forward is going to help you get into the momentum, right? Oh my god, okay. Excuse me. But Newton's law of motion, and this doesn't just apply to objects, right? The law is like an object at rest will stay at rest, an object in motion will stay in motion, right? Until an external force affects it. And this doesn't just apply to objects, this applies to people too. Because we require energy from rest to move, right? So it's always that first step that's always hardest. You ever tried going to the gym, right? The first step is literally like deciding I need to go to the gym and changing and getting to the gym. That's always the hardest part. The moment you're at the gym is like once you get the first workout and everything else is like, oh yeah, you know, I'm already here. Let's just do something else, right? I have to do something else. I already put in the effort to already get in the first step is stepping in the gym. So it's really that first step, right? So use the 5-second rule to your advantage. Next time you hesitate to do something, next time you think you're second guessing yourself, start counting down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, boom. Okay? Just do it. Okay? You can think about how to change it later, you can think about everything else later. But start doing it first. You can always change it later. Okay? And also there's always that idea that the biggest regrets people ever have in life is really of the things they never do, never really about things they did, right? People never really regret so much about, oh, I regret my entire life for doing this. Less people actually talk about, most people's biggest regrets are things like, I regret I never took the opportunity to do this when I wanted to, because I was too scared to do something before. I was too afraid to try something new or whatever it is, right? So next time you want to try something, next time you want to do something, next time you're supposed to do something, start counting down to 5 seconds and just do it. You want to ask a girl, just fucking do it. Okay? Oh, I don't think I'm supposed to swear on YouTube, but sorry about that, YouTube. I hope you guys don't censor this. And okay. Finally, the last thing that I want to talk about that supercharges my productivity is taking breaks. Okay? Taking breaks is so important that people think that I don't take breaks because I talk about motivation and I talk about being productive all the time, which I think is absolute garbage because when you read books about working harder, they will tell you how important taking breaks is, right? This book tells you it's all about working, but it tells you how important it is to take breaks. This book tells you how to think differently, how to think outside the box. They tell you to take breaks too, because taking breaks is very important. People think the harder you work, the better, the more you are likely to reach your results. No, it's about how productive you are when you work, right? So it's about how you are able to apply that knowledge when you are working. So when your brain is dead and your brain is fried and you're trying to force yourself to think productively and to think about creative solutions, your brain will never work because like you ran out of, in some sense, memory. So you need to take a step back to really turn your brain off, right? And when I say turn your brain off, I don't mean go pick up your smartphone and start typing and start watching on social media, right? When I say turn your brain off, literally turn your head away from all the notifications, the chaos that is social media and YouTube and whatever entertainment you enjoy, right? And take some time to just do something else, okay? And this could be something like, for me, I play the guitar, right? I'll literally just to just play something, right? It really helps you to get a little bit of perspective outside of everything. Then from there, what you could possibly do, right, if you have the time, is go out for a walk. Carl Newport recommends this, right, from this book. Going out for a walk, nature will help refresh your brain, refresh everything it is that refresh you and give you a fresh perspective. The best thing about taking breaks is that you can get fresh perspective on things, because when you are too focused about your work, you tend to narrow what it is that you look at, and this shuts off a lot of options and a lot of ideas. So it's important to take some time to not be too focused on work, take a step back and really just relax a little bit and revisit a problem or different solution, and you'll be surprised what you can come up with, because there's also the subconscious mind working, and that idea comes from safe thinking, right? That your subconscious mind thinks differently from the way your conscious mind does, and it perceives information differently, and it notices a lot of different nuances in different situations. So being able to fully utilize those nuances and the way your subconscious mind thinks is going to be really key to helping you work more productive and not be so stressed out all the time. Alright, okay guys, that's all I really got for you guys today. I hope my three productivity tips will help you guys out, because it definitely helps me out. So try them out, right? Let me know how they work for you guys. Yeah. So anyways, that's all I have. I hope you guys have an absolutely amazing day. I will see you guys tomorrow.